Well, here we are. Mount Doug 1976 reunion group. Good morning to all of you. How are you?
Good.
Good morning.
All I'll say is my introduction this morning is Kia ora, nau mai, haere mai, which is hello and welcome.
Oh, that's so cool. In what?
Very good.
Maori. Maori.
Oh, that is amazing because you actually are in New Zealand right now.
Yes, yes. 6
Thanks,
a.m.
Doug.
on 6 a.m. on Wednesday morning. So
Oh, is somebody close to
No?
the might be me. Who knows? It might be me. Anyway, thank you to everyone who is watching. All 30, as we did last time, Bill and Doug, welcome, Patty.
Thank you.
There are 32 million of you, so just be aware that that's how many people are watching. I didn't know. I did
No
not know our
way.
grad class was so big. No,
Yeah,
Patty,
oh
no.
my gosh.
It is not that large. We encourage folks to chat or at least they can interact with us except by going into the live chat. Okay, so that's something we are encouraging everyone to do if they want. And we will start off with saying, I'm just in a little bit of shock. This is our 50th reunion. Okay, 50th year reunion. Yeah, 50. And it used to be that we'd say, well, I don't know if we ever said this, but hey, see you in 50 years, or then it was 25 years, and then we'd meet on the 30th, the 40th, 45th, and then Patty and I sort of mucked around and said, let's try to do this maybe a year and a half ago. And here we are within a month. Okay, we're now within days of our reunion. And I find that really wow. Hey, what do you guys think?
I think it's yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Countdown's on. Yeah, little bit of excitement and to catch up with people I haven't seen for a while. And I think just before I go on is the fact that, people have, are concerned about, I didn't look like that. I've changed. I've done this. I've done that. But I look at it and say, hey, we've had this adventure for the last 50 years. And it'd be great to share that adventure with people. So we're going to have lots of laughs and hugs and kisses. There may be a tear, but hey, I'm looking forward to it. It'd be great.
Awesome.
Yeah, well stated, Doug.
Sorry, Bill?
That was well stated. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's right. I'm going to take that recording and we're going to have it recording on at the reunion. What about you, Patty? Patty,
I was just saying to Doug when we were logging on here how cool it's kind of been to reach out to people to see if they bought their tickets yet. And sometimes it's reaching out to people that I really didn't talk to a lot in school, just in a different group. But when you're talking to people like that, it feels like you're connected in a bigger way because you've kind of sort of known who they were for such a long time that it just feels very comfortable to talk to them, and that's been really fun.
Yeah, you've really been amazing in terms of reaching out for all of the folks watching and who'll be watching this as a recording. We are very close to 110. I think we got 109, and a month out, when one could argue quite a few people will register in this upcoming month as we get closer. So I wouldn't be at all surprised if we're at 120. And that would be my first kind of administrative reference, is that we will not have a float or any money at the front door. If you bring somebody, and we encourage you and welcome you to bring anyone you like. I don't think you should bring your children, but anyway, if you bring a friend, we will, you'll have to buy a ticket online, either through your phone. We'll have the link, and we'll have a laptop there or whatever, but we will not have money. Okay. Yep. So you can't, don't bring $200 and give it to us. If you do, well, you'll never see it again. and we'll let you in. But just so that's really clear, might as well go through some of those logistics. There will be no
That's a
float.
good thing. That's a good thing to know ahead of time, John, because I think, maybe there are people out there that just bring cash, but the fact that they'll be able to just click onto the link and buy the ticket like that is super
Exactly.
easy. And
Right.
I've had comments, I've been directing people, to the website to pick up the tickets, and it's very easy. It is, it's pretty seamless.
Yeah, exactly. And I think Doug's the perfect sort of profile. You're coming from out of town, you hit Victoria, and all of a sudden, you start connecting with friends, etc. And all of a sudden they go, "Hey, I'd like to join you."
Yeah.
They knew nothing about the reunion. These are longtime friends of yours that didn't go to Mount Doug. They're all welcome, and they can buy tickets at the door or even before. I mean, we're not closing the
No.
ticket purchase link. So that was really something I wanted to emphasize to everyone on this recording. I have other things I'd like to review. Do any of you want to bring up something, or?
Probably just again on the cash side of things, is it cash bar or is it
Oh,
the same?
that's a good point. Patty, do you know
That's a
what it
very
is?
good point. I would think that people should have cash for the bar. I mean, I'm sure that they'll take Visa too, but I would think that the bar would actually take cash, but we can follow up on that.
Yeah, I'm sensing, not that I know.
I think in the information it even says cash bar.
I think it does
Okay.
actually. It does.
Okay.
Matter, yeah.
Well, we'll
Yeah.
double check that.
If it is in the information, I probably had a boys look and didn't see it.
We'll double check that. One of the one of the reasons we are not having a float is because UVic doesn't want us to have a float. They would have to manage that.
Yeah, exactly.
Didn't she say that, Patty, when we met with her?
Well,
Something around they
well,
need to manage the float, or?
well, the one thing I do remember recently is that Gail was talking about sitting at the door and having a bit of a cash kind of available if anybody came. Not that we want people to do that, but
Yeah,
she.
we'll just make a rule that they have to buy through the website.
Yes, I think that's the only conversation I've had about that recently.
Otherwise, there'll be people with money. There'll be people with money floating. So be aware. Plan to pay with credit card or debit card for the entire evening.
Yeah,
if we find otherwise, we will let you know through the Facebook page. Now the Facebook page.
when people do it online, sorry to interrupt you. When people do it online, can they do it by e-transfer?
How do you mean buying a ticket?
I haven't gone into the buy the ticket to see what it looks like. So
yes, they would buy a ticket. They don't e-transfer. They just put a credit card. It's like
Okay.
going to an Amazon website and buying something. You put
okay,
your credit card on there, and off you go to the races. Now, I was going to talk about music, and I think Bill, you might have some updates on music.
Yeah. So John Cooper and I have been putting together the music list, and here it is. All quite a few
Wow,
songs. I think we're up to like 100 now.
are you?
And yeah, it's about 6 hours running time, and it's just I think we're really quite pleased with the song selection. There's only 3 disco songs. Sorry for those that are so inclined, but just a lot of classics. There's Doobie Brothers and Elton John and Moody Blues and Chicago and Beatles and Stones and Steely Dan and Beckman Turner and
Oh, that's fantastic.
Led Zeppelin. It's all the kind of period piece stuff with some other little nuggets in there, which I don't want to share too much. So John and I last Friday, and Brent Kelly came up as well. We were at UVic, and we met with Megan, who I think Patty you met with, and Jen met with her. She's fabulous, by the way.
she's
And
got a lot of great energy.
a lot of great energy, and so we met with her and went into the room, and she we connected my phone. I've got it all on Spotify as a playlist, and we just connected it all. It just worked seamlessly. It was perfect.
Awesome. You know
So
what's so great? I mean, we talked about Morgan. Sorry to cut you in there, but she was saying that we can actually, like, if there's a lot of people in the main room speaking, we'll probably want the music a little bit lower. But then we've got the outside patio, so we can kind of adjust it wherever.
yep, exactly. And
Right.
so everything, I was not worried, but there were a few technological steps along the way, and thankfully everything has just worked out perfectly. So John and I are very confident that the music is, and I'll say again to the folks out there in YouTube world that if you have any requests, just send them to us, and I'll include them. It's really easy to just click an ad, and we can people have some requests. Even the night we can do it, but if people want to send us some stuff, what I thought I would do as well, and John thought it was a good idea, would be to actually just post the song list as just in the room, so people are going, "What was that song?" And then they could just
Oh,
maybe
that's a great idea.
couple of
Yeah,
spots they can just go through. Oh yeah, or what's coming
that's
up.
great. Hmm.
So
Well, the other one too, Bill, if you wanted to, I think you can, it works that way, is if you put the name of your playlist on the
yep,
top of the page, people can
yep,
go into Spotify and look for your specific playlist if they want
yes,
to have memories of the evening, if they're
yeah,
Oh,
wanting
we
to
could
do that.
do a share. Yeah, do a share. That's
yeah,
what
I'm going to go
he
in and
mentioned
put
as
like
well.
30
So.
disco songs.
Yeah, you were more of a disco guy.
Oh,
Um,
totally,
No
totally.
Rasputin, yeah. No
But I was
Rasputin.
also a period music guy. That's fabulous work. Thank you. So for folks who are trying to figure out, okay, how do we connect with you guys? Um, I mean, I put the emails inside the notes for those that are okay with that. But our Facebook page, and I know some people are not on Facebook and they don't use it, et cetera, et cetera. But there are almost not, what is there now, 90, 80 people in there.
80,
yeah,
80
80,
people.
So that is where we're encouraging you. Notes, the link is below in the notes to this thing, to talk to us, because we're all on that Facebook page and we're all talking to each other. So if you want music requests, put it there.
yep,
If you have questions about, like we discussed before, around cash and etc., put it there. If you want, and another thing, and because you're now another thing, that being, if you want to find out what else is going on around that day, go to that page. We are encouraging people to go to post other events. Once again, Doug, I'm going to use you as a profile. So you're coming from New Zealand. You pop in. You're my out of town profile guy. And your friends are gathered and they decide they want to go for breakfast on the Friday or something. You, if you're so inclined, would post it there and say, we're doing a breakfast, come and join us, or email me or something like that. That literally is the only way we're going to get this information out to everyone. We don't have any other vehicle. I'm not going to email it to the whole list. Okay. Yeah,
The,
of course, Betty.
the other thing, John, is there is something in the works for the Sunday,
Oh,
and
cool.
I can't give a lot of details because I don't know details. So it was Thurl that kind of had mentioned it to me when Ingrid Blau had been in town. And I think her and Shelley are kind of planning or doing
Something.
around golf.
Okay.
And
Well,
so, but Gail doesn't know the details right now because Shelley's away. But there will be something ahead of time so that people can know and plan. Yeah.
oh, fabulous. Well, I mean, I don't want to overwhelm the list. We have everyone who's bought a ticket. We have their email address. That's obviously private information. But if we are presented with half a dozen other events, gladly, I think then we would decide as a group that's okay to let everyone know and who to contact. We want your weekend to be as fulsome as possible. um,
Can I just give you a little update on the staff component
Of
that
course, yeah.
that I've been working on as well. So at this point, we've got Keith McCallion, Monty Fulton, and who was the third?
How?
John Howe. Sorry,
Don't
John
know,
Howe.
yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, those three for sure. I reached out to Penny Hooker and Daryl Hooker, Penny Aguillo. Unfortunately, they are going to be out of town. They have a daughter and a granddaughter in Seattle, so they're out of town with an event there. So unfortunately, they're not going to be able to make it. I'm working on Stan Gill, and hoping that we'll be able to get him there.
Great.
And there's not too many others out there, to be honest. There just isn't. That's a reality.
Yeah. Hey,
Yeah.
great
But
work,
Keith
Bill.
Keith has a meeting, and Monty have a meeting on June the 3rd with the what's left of the Mount Doug group. So they're going to mention it again to them.
Oh, fabulous. Yeah.
So I think there's Colin and a couple of other people that are in that group. So anyway,
That's
I'm hoping
great.
that Stan's going to be able to make it. That would be
Yeah.
that would be a big.
So if you
I
had a
think he'd enjoy
complaint
it.
from 50 years ago, now's the time.
Yeah.
Oh, definitely. I need to talk to Monty about a comment he made in my yearbook. So I'll just whisper in his ear.
Well, one of the things, Doug, that I had a really long, great chat with Monty, and I tracked him down actually on Denman Island, and he was just so thrilled to hear that we were doing this, and he was absolutely over the moon to come. And again, independent of these guys, I mean, all of them that I've talked to have said they just loved our group. Penny Gallo said the same thing. She said, it was just in their wheelhouse. They just loved our year. And they're not kidding, because I heard it from 4 different people,
Yes.
and
Wow.
independent of each other. So they just really enjoyed our group. So that's kind of a bit of a feather in the grad classes cap, really.
Absolutely. Great
Yeah,
work.
they loved it. Yeah. So
I thought we would do a bit of a role play just so folks get a sense of what they're going to hit when they walk in. So it's at the University Club at UVic, which is the old faculty club back in our day. In a previous newsletter, I'll do it again. And thanks to Patty's work, we've identified where to park. And it's not, take some time to figure that, because all of us won't fit in that one parking lot beside the faculty club. There are parking lots on other sides. You walk in, you're presented, we will have a list of everyone who's bought a ticket. For those that haven't, they're going to buy one online. And we will be there to greet you. So we will go from digital to real. And then we will obviously welcome you in. Okay, this is where I'm going to need some help. So there will be some pictures. Is there annuals? Is there something folks can reference?
There's a table that people can sign up on. Besides the entry table, there'll be another table that'll have name tags for people to put name tags on there.
good.
Great.
And
they can do that themselves. We're not going to write them for them.
No. And I'm thinking, I mean, this is something we haven't talked about yet, but having some kind of sheet there, so if people are happy with their email address, being shared, if you decide to do another reading in 5 years or 10 years, to just let us know that and give us your contact information.
That's great information. Yeah. Okay.
I
Will
think
there be annuals?
Yeah, I think some
There
of us
will be some of the people are reading annuals, and then Gail Poole's doing a slideshow of images, and and I think Jennifer's doing like just random pictures of that time on some of the tables. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Did you want to say something?
And Patty, is there going to be some decorations of some sort?
Yes, Jennifer is doing that. I'm helping her set
Jennifer's
it
doing
up.
that?
And so it'd probably be like Gail Poole will need to be there the day of, Jennifer, myself. It's not a lot to put up
No.
at all.
Okay.
So
So
yeah.
you guys will be
Easy
good and drunk by the time we hit our time.
Well, there's going to be some ladders involved, so I don't think we're going to be very drunk by the time people get there.
Right.
So
We don't need any accidents.
No.
Yes, exactly.
we mentioned earlier too that we might look at trying to get the school open for a couple hours on the Saturday. Has there been any on that?
Doug, let me work on that. Okay, let me work on that one because as fate would have it, the end of the school year is actually the Friday, the 26th of June is the last day of school. So as far as I know, everything sort of shuts down pretty much at that point. But let me talk to Keith and the powers that be. In fact, I worked or actually ended up training the former principal at Mount Doug, Donna Thompson. So she and I know each other well. And so I'm going to see if we can maybe get access to the building maybe on the Friday. I'll see about Saturday, but at that point, everybody's just kind of buggered off at that point. But maybe even Friday afternoon, because the school will be open. So
just for a little wander down memory lane.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I'd be great at wandering down that memory lane because I'd have more dreams about not being able to find my locker. Did any of you guys have that school, like from UVic or from high school, where you just had this reoccurring dream about not being able to find your locker? Mine.
I think that would be really fun. I don't know.
Yeah.
So
let me work on that one, and I'll get back to everybody, and we'll hopefully make that happen. I would anticipate it's going to be Friday afternoon. Maybe. I mean,
yes.
What,
there will probably be a ton of rules around that
if you want to do that. Yeah. So I'd be happy to, lead a tour or whatever.
Oh, cool.
Or at least be the point person that we're gonna.
Yeah.
Because the thing about the schools these days is that they really don't want just things have changed in 50 years. Any strangers on property, they're very jumpy about. In fact, my wife Carrie and I were at Colquitt's yesterday doing an event for reconciliation through the Victoria Native Friendship Center and the school itself at Colquitt's. And we were chatting with the principal, and all of a sudden she rushed off because there was somebody on the property, that somebody had identified, and the police came. So it's, as we know, things are
yeah, for sure, absolutely.
So we'll have to get through some checkpoints to be able to.
There'll be some hoops to cross, or
correct,
or whatever.
Yeah. So, but I'd be happy to take that on.
Yeah, cool. And we can update everyone.
Yeah.
Through the page and if necessary through the email list. Okay, so now they've walked in. There is some picture stuff going on. Thank you to everyone who's helping put that together. Thank you. That'll be fun. That'll probably be. Patty's been to a few of these in and around our year. That's a central gathering place, isn't it? Around the pictures and the annual. Then there's also, isn't there also a picture taking area, Patty, that we discussed? Where you can,
like for people to take pictures.
Yeah, kind of sit there, and then I think we're thinking of that.
Oh, we were thinking about having something to take photos, and that would be like a group shot.
Yeah.
So we get everybody that comes, because this is what they did the year, the 75 year last year. That's what they did, is they had Wendy Getty just had her camera or somebody's camera or whatever, and just took a couple shots.
Yeah.
She's going to be she's coming, by the way, Wendy.
Yeah.
Oh, is she?
Yep, she is coming. Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, we just got confirmation from John on that, John Cooper and I.
Oh, I see. Well, that's
Wendy
fascinating.
Wendy will be there. Yeah. So that'll be nice.
So as you come in, Doug, yet again, I'm picking on you, buddy. You can pick on me, I'll give you license to do that. So Doug's coming in with his robust, he bought tickets for 2, and you're coming in with 23 of your family. They're all there. Anyway, there's going to be a place where you can take a group picture, and I suspect some sort of title, Mount Doug Grad 76 or something like that. And so then you're off to the cash bar, the bar. We're not entirely sure the payment. We will let everyone know. Be prepared for both, please. These days, every event I've gone to, like downtown Victoria, anything, it's all credit card. So be prepared for that. And so then you sit down, there are tables, hang out with your crew. I suspect somebody, and in amongst us, might go to the mic and start the evening somehow. Welcome everybody. Something like that.
John, maybe you and I could do that.
Well, that's kind of what I'm thinking, but I don't want that to be closed. Like maybe there might be a group of us or the whole reunion committee or something.
Yep, exactly.
And we welcome everybody, and then sort of the music starts and off we go. It's like gathering of friends and figuring out what's going on. Food will come, right? Oh, that's right. I forgot about that. There's they're appies, and there's going to be appies allocated to the amount of people there. So certainly if we sold 200 tickets, we'd have to get more appies, but we have to alert you to the fact that don't think of it as a dinner. Like there's no way sitting down there having dinner. These are appetizers. They will come through the night. Are we planning some, Patty, for the end of the night?
I think they're just going to be going
randomly through. Okay.
I think Jenny's got something planned for the very end for some people to munch on, but that's
okay. Fantastic. So once again, Mr. Profile, Doug Richardson. So you might even have gone for dinner beforehand, and then you come to the event and enjoy it. So then folks are now doing all that. So let's say it's 9 o'clock and everyone has to go to sleep. Oh.
left the building.
I just had to get my morning kiss before my wife.
Right on.
Can I just interrupt right now? Like,
of course.
And this is a really good reference point. The 75 one that I went to last year it was just so organic. Like people just wandered in right away. They see somebody that they recognize, or somebody recognizes you and you don't recognize them. But so we started, I think it was at 6:30 last year for the 75 grads, and people were like still wanting to not leave at 11:30. So it was great. Like it was good to say goodbye. So
well,
and Patty, is there 11:30, and that's basically, lights are out and we got to get out of there, right?
Something like that.
Something like that.
But I think
we'll clarify that. So yeah, I think it's either that or midnight.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I think that they started shutting down the bar like around just after 11, and then because all be out by a certain.
Well, I think we need to give prizes to those folks that last that long. they need to take pictures. I'm the last one out. So let's just.
I can imagine if they close the bar at 11, it'll be like New Zealand when they used to have 6 o'clock closings, as everyone about 5:30 would come along and just absolutely buy
a bunch of stuff, right?
A bunch of stuff and hang in there.
So let's just deal with some of the things that we have to talk about that others should know at least once. Let's say I overdrink and become silly and insubordinate. Never been known to do that, and obviously need to be handled. Me, okay. There is maybe Bill. I think who wrote? Oh, Patty wrote and reviewed what would happen in the event that there is a challenging person, or if there's a health emergency. If you could just review how we would deal with that, Patty.
Oh, well, there's lots of staff on site that are well trained to handle that.
Okay.
There's a what's it called, a defibrillator on site.
Okay.
And I think it was, not to drop names, but wasn't it Andy that was gonna?
Yeah, no, his hip is getting.
Oh, was that a joke?
No, it wasn't. But he's physically unable to do that.
And you know what? Really, it's not going to be an easy. It's probably most people that were there weren't even drinking, but you still have to be prepared for those kinds of things. So
yeah,
well, it's good to have it, as a, possibility. So, John, I think you were wise to raise it, and just in the event, just so that we have some sort of a.
So we know the protocol.
Yeah.
Because we're dealing with that one out of 120, maybe.
Yeah.
Who hasn't had a drink for a while and is having such a great time? Should I default to my profile here? Yeah. My role play. So let's say, Doug, you get out of hand. Well, you know what? I'm going to just roll around with you and take you right into the pond.
Very
Where are
funny.
Doug and John? Where are they? Oh, they're in the friggin' pond.
There's always one, and it'll be, hang on, there's a commotion over there. It's got to be Doug. Oh, my,
That's right.
no, that's Doug. There's Doug.
I think last year somebody they called a cab and then they escorted this person into the cab.
Yeah, yeah.
And that might be something we should be aware of too. That if somebody is thinking about driving home, let's just get
Yes.
a cab. Let's have
Yes.
that that on.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And we've talked about that with you, Vic, and yet again, they're aware if someone's drinking too much, they're going to stop serving them.
Yep.
That is their responsibility. Fundamentally, at the end, legally, they'd get sued. So we'll all be in together with that bill. And we're just dealing with the fringes, aren't we? The eventualities here.
That's
Yeah,
right.
go
Yes,
ahead.
yes. So one other thing that I thought that I didn't think of was FIFA. The soccer.
Yeah.
Oh, the World Cup.
What about that? Yeah.
It's
No
called
way.
World Cup. Well, just the traffic at the ferry. So if people are commuting and they're using the ferry, to make sure that you're booking your ferry tickets well in advance.
Yeah. Well, if there's a World Cup game, we might have to scramble in a TV or something. Jesus. I suppose everyone could watch on their
Especially if
phone.
it's Croatia playing.
Exactly. I'll bring everyone.
I know it's that actual weekend because Cynthia Pang was going to come to the reunion, but she can't because she's hosting someone and she's going to this
Yeah.
World Cup game.
World Soccer Games.
Okay.
So can you think of anything else? We've walked from the parking lot. We've gone through. It's now 11:30. We're leaving.
Yeah.
Are there any
Oh,
pieces
just
that
spread
I've
the
missed?
word and tell everybody.
Yep.
And it's going to be so fun. They always have been really a lot of fun.
And thanks to Patty again for your you've been really proactive in terms of, well, what about this person? What about this person?
Yes.
And it's just making these last minute connections, right?
Thanks. You know what? I get just as much out of it, and I just don't want. It's hard to leave anybody behind, but I know when you've got a grad class of that many.
Well, it's
people,
nice to
hard.
it's nice to think that we've given it the old college try. We've done this thanks to John, your technology guy, and Doug, and that we're trying to get people the option to go. There are people out there that for one reason or another. You and I have talked about this a little bit privately that, for one reason or another, they don't want to go.
Yeah, for sure.
And that's fine, but at least they know about it, right?
Yeah,
At least they know.
absolutely.
At least they know. At least they have the opportunity. I cannot wait. I think, like Doug, as exciting as this, it's also poignant, and it'll be like, okay, wow, we made it this far, and then melodramatic. That's the word I'm looking for. A little bit melodramatic.
And I think Gail has got a list of people that aren't there, right? That maybe would like to be there but aren't there. I think
Gail's got the list.
Gail's
I don't know if she's got a list of people that can't come.
No,
we're talking about that passed.
that have passed.
Okay.
I think Gail's got
She is working on the one for people who have passed for sure.
And it's not surprised. Unfortunately, that is probably a longer list than we know. My wife's Belmont class of 76 was about 220, and over 75 people have passed. Like that.
Wow.
That's almost half.
Gee whiz.
I don't know if it's the air out in Langford or what, but
Yeah.
but I keep telling her, I bet you our list is substantial. And will we be having a list, or will
A list. We talked about doing photos, but there will be annuals there and random pictures, so we didn't think it was necessary.
Okay. Well, I don't.
I shouldn't say we, Gail.
Yeah. We've chatted for 35 minutes. I think we've covered everything. Anything else you think someone watching this will want to know? I don't
I'd
think
like to talk to you guys about something else afterwards.
Okay, well then why don't we say goodbye to our live feed, which will take about 10 seconds. We'll see you all in less than a month. Oh my God, I can't believe I'm saying that. So please stay on. I'll end the live feed right now. Just a sec.